I'm ekkiThump and welcome back to Let's Play No Man's Sky. You'll recall last session we discovered this crashed ship and we've managed to get it back into reasonable working order. It's space worthy now. We've got a bunch of warp drive upgrades we need to install. For that we need some materials that we don't have. Are there any of them we can install? I don't think there are. We've got 3 levels of warp drive upgrade to put back in. Iridium, copper, gold and emerald, nickel, aluminium. What I might do, because it is space worthy, I can get it up to the space station, walk back home, see what we've got in storage. I'm not sure I've got any of this in storage, to be honest, but we'll see what we've got. And then we'll just jump onto the next system, and each system we go to, we'll try and get one of the warp drive upgrades built back up. And we'll continue as we have been doing along the path of the Atlas, very slowly. Now there is a distress beacon, is this it? Yeah, that we didn't use last time. Let's see what this has to say. Judging by the destruction within, this ship must have crash landed with particular ferocity. Cargo thrown from its containers is strewn everywhere. It's hard to distinguish between what are remnants of the pilot's metallic shell and which pieces of debris are from the ship itself. The black box has survived intact, but it makes a strange fizzing noise as I approach. Search the wreckage. I'm surprised by the sheer amount of valuable goods I find. MDF, Korvax casing. And that's it, is it? What a bounty. Okay, let's get this thing into space and back up to the space station. Get some of the stuff into the pulse engine. Where's the thing? There it is. Okay, back in good old Tusk. Let's see what we've got in storage. Got a tiny amount of iridium. Not nearly enough, but fine. We'll take some of that. We've got a fair bit of copper, not quite enough I don't think. A small amount of nickel. These will be our standard issue foundation update materials. Need to make some more antimatter, make a fuel cell. Got to do our usual stuff as well. Aluminium we do need. That's all we've got. Right. Let's stick some of this stuff on the ship then. So copper we need to take with us. Iridium. Nickel. Aluminium. None of the rest of this was for the upgrades, was it? I don't think so, no. Let me move this down here. Because we want to install the warp drive upgrades next to the hyperdrive. I think they give a bonus for being connected. So, let's see. We need like 10 more iridium and we could do this Sigma. Need a bunch more nickel and aluminium and a bunch more gold and emerald. Well, we don't need any more copper, do we? There's copper on this planet, but I think we've got what we need for all that. Yeah, we don't need any more copper. We could get some emerald here. So I guess let's do that. Let's start off with emerald. How much did we get there? 166. Not enough. We need about 340 more. support. Life support. There it is. Gonna need some carbon as well because I need stock of materials to recharge the mining laser with. Oops. Terribly sorry. Won't happen again, I assure you. You know what, sod it, let me do my usual farming stuff first. Someone just landed outside, let's see if he's selling materials. I'd be quite happy to spend just a few credits if you've got bulk supplies of anything we need. What are you selling? $167 nickel. Oh no, 35 nickel. Alright, fine. Give me all of that. Stick that on the ship. That's not even close to full now. Or is it actually? Gotta move that down there. No, we need loads more nickel. Oh well, back to the farm. What about on the galactic market? Let me sell this lubricant first of all. What's for sale on the galactic market? Anything good? No, nothing we need. I think that terminal only sells basics. Oh, sounds like another customer. Was that the same one? No, it's different. I think it's the same name, but trade pleases. Oh, we know the entire sentence. Trade pleases warrior ancestors. Come on, you got to sell me something. Another 35 nickel. Done. Right, what was I doing? Crafting. Lubricant and so on. Sell all that, and sell that. Put the remainder into storage. Nanites, Mordite got them here. And that should be it, right. Let's get out there and mine up some materials. What do we need? We need more iridium. Oh, we need tons more iridium. Right, let's get in the Nomad. We need iridium, we need emeril. I think I've got thamium to make the actual warp fuel itself. Oh. Please tell me I've got a tiny amount of plutonium on me. Looks like we need some more plutonium as well. I'm going to need antrium, of course, to make the voltaic cells as usual. It's not much plutonium, but waste not, want not. Get us there and back again. Oh, iridium, there it is. Yeah, let's do one at a time. Okay, that leaves me with enough iridium. I need, gotta be joking, I need one more thamium to produce the warp cell. Ah, there's loads over there. There's, believe it or not, there's a word pillar here that we haven't triggered yet. And lastly, we need some emerald. Oh, and antrium? Yeah, antrium. Right, so there's my warp cell, there's my voltaic cells. I think I've got a resonator somewhere. Yeah, there it is, on the ship. No, can't get that back, but I have got it. Okay, so lastly we want to try and extract some emerald from this planet. I might do that in this ship. It's probably going to be a bit easier to spot from the air. Now, as I recall, there was an emerald cave close by. Or close-ish by. I don't know if I can remember which way it is. Oh, this might be an emerald pit here though. Yep, I think it is. How much so far? 2, 2, 3. Need about 110 more. How are we doing? Literally like 5 more emerald and I'll do it. Or 6, whatever. 500 and 500, 1,000. Okay. So that's 1,000 emerald, bang on the money. We just need everything else. Oh, and we need more resonators. We're going to need to spend a bunch of resonators to rebuild the warp drive. Great. Well, I think we're all set down here anyway. Let's get back to the portal. We'll head back to where we were. And warp off to the next system. Buy a bunch of resonators from the space station, hopefully, and see how we do. Okay, fuel in the warp drive, very important. Let's go to the trade station, see what resonate. Well, it doesn't matter what resonator price is like. We need tons of them, so I'm just going to buy every one I find. Hello. Uh, 103%. Whatever. I need lots of resonators. Give me all of them. Let's put one in storage, and we'll use one to build the geobay when we get down to the planet. And in the meantime, let's make our next jump. Path towards the Atlas interface. Where are we going? ekkiThump. Sounds good to me. So, as always, let's park up in the station and say hello to the locals. Right, first of all then, resonators, slightly cheaper here. Give me all of them. Wouldn't by any chance be selling iridium? No. Right, who's in charge around here? Brigadier Kesharil, just like you. Pathetic interloper, show strength, something something something, Viking warrior. The warrior's facial markings draw into a smirk as it looks me up and down. I feel like I'm being sized up as a potential combatant. The creature points to an intriguing blueprint on its screen, then points to its own face. I'm being goaded into punching it. The lifeform barks menacingly. It's clear that this action will result in swift retribution. Well, now we know it's saying show strength, so we're definitely going to punch him in the face. The warrior strikes back with astonishing force, barks out in laughter, and hands me the blueprint. We've probably already got that beam focus Sigma. Took some shield damage, nothing to worry about. Yeah, beam focus Sigma we've already got installed. Fine, doesn't matter. Room for one more in that stack there, yep. Okay, so iridium, copper, aluminium, nickel, gold. There's quite a lot of resources we could want from this system, so let's see what we can find. Contestant number 1, Ushofasun. Emerald and copper. Not what I was hoping for. It's exactly the same as our own planet, minus the interesting stuff. Number 2, Adskanal. Chrysogen, aluminium and copper. Or we could go to Obiazanziski. Emerald and nickel. Possible. That's 3. There should be 5 planets in this system. Look at that weird orbital path. Oh, I think that's a moon there. Ofhenge Rubank. Emerald and iridium. There's a lot of emerald in this system. Pity we don't need any. Or there's Himotiate Mia Kadar. Which is very difficult to scan because it's so far away, it's difficult to keep the pointer over it. Gold and nickel, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go there. Okay, right. Exocraft. Nomad goes there. And let's have a look for some resources. What do you say? It's a very interesting planet in its own way, this one. Seems to have a lot of rivers. Not something I've seen particularly much of on planets. We've seen planets with large bodies of water, not really anything with a lot of rivers. So that's probably another first. Oh, there's an arch of something over here. This could be nickel. Or it could just be rock. Let's have a look. No, it's nickel. How much do I need of nickel? Is it 500? $600. Okay, so it's a stack and a bit, which is really annoying. Because that's going to take up 2 stacks worth of space, even though only a stack plus 100. How much more am I going to need then? 443, about 150 more. We could probably get it all off this arch. Not to do it. Nickel 500, 628 in fact. So that's all the nickel we need. And we can also get gold on this planet. And we need about 450-ish. So let's go and see what that node that it's directing us to is. Oh, I think this may be gold. Yeah, that's the yellow stuff. Gold, or yellow oil as it's known in some circles. Right, there's our 1,000 gold. Let's move this nickel down here, and we should be able to put in one of the hyperdrive upgrades there. Yep, there we go, warp reactor theta.
Technology installed.
And it looks like that has a bonus. Yeah, it looks like a 41 light year bonus from being next to the hyperdrive. Excellent. So what have we still got left to get? We've got to get a touch more iridium, probably a load more aluminium. What else? Is that it? Yep, just need a little bit of iridium and a lot of aluminium. Okay, that concludes the material grind for the session, so let's get back to the ship and we'll do, as we did previously, use the nomads to track down some ruins and then use the ship to fly to them. It's another one of these planets with bloody flying, they look like sky sharks. Shit, let's keep an eye out, because last time I was on a planet with something, with creatures that looked like that, there was some kind of rare resource in the, I can't remember which kind it was, but it was in that little puffy things. Not those, they're just iron. I don't know, one of the purples. I'll know them if I see them.
Temperature levels stabilizing. Hostiles approaching.
What?
Warning. Sentinel drones activated.
Oh, fuck. It's okay, it's not a cave system, it's just a big cliff. Now this is interesting, apparently I'm at my full allowance of slots now. So yeah, this just doesn't let me interact with it anymore. So drop pods are now purely decorative. I'm at 48 slots I think. Yeah, which is completely maxed out. Oh, look at these little guys.
Thermal protection falling.
We won't bother feeding them. Nice animals though. Don't suppose there's anything valuable laying around, is there? I don't think we'll need to refuel it. At least not for this planet.
Storm clearing.
It does seem to remember how much fuel you've got in, like across planets. But we can worry about refueling it next time. Okay, so Exocraft signal booster, give me ruins. And let's get over there and take a look. This really is a small planet. 3 minutes flight away is like around the curvature of the world, about a quarter of the way around the world. Well, we can probably land here and... oh no. Can we run over to there? How far is that? 3 minutes. 3 minutes walk. We probably shouldn't. The weather's quite harsh around here. When the storm gets up anyway. I've just stopped off here because there's a station to check out. Anyone home? No. What have we got? Images show that this observatory was once a war zone. Mangled metal, scorched walls, and the heavily decayed corpses of a dozen hulking life forms betray a brutal firefight. Now repairs. Whatever transpired, it must have happened before the beacon that flashes on screen arrived. Perhaps, if I enter the correct code, I can decipher it. Is it 7398, I think? Thanks to its recent repairs, the observatory still functions. It leaps into life as I enter the digits, showing the location of a new destination, deep in the cosmos. Or not. Well. Okay. At least we got some rotation out of it. Some nanites there as well. Should we run to that? I don't think it's worth wasting the plutonium. It's only 3 minutes. Oh, actually, there's another building here, isn't there? I can go in this one as well. No one here either. What's this one? Transmission tower. A faint but insistent bleeping noise can be heard from the operations terminal. A garbled distress call can be heard amongst it all, alongside screams and the tearing of metal. The only thing that's clear to me is a brief number sequence. Cracking its code could lead me to the crash site. 2, 4, 12, 48. Okay, so times 2, times 3, times 4, times 5, times 6. 1440 then. We got a distress signal. Stunning? I thought this was a Viking system. Why am I getting stunning with the Korvax? Okay, actually yeah, let's bloody get in the ship and do it. It's only plutonium, isn't it? Oh, that's not off planet, is it? That's just an hour away around the world.
Technology recharge.
Whatever, let's go to the ruin first. Looks like it's mostly underwater. How do I go? It is C. No, it's not C to go down, is it? How do I descend again? Runes take shape upon the stone. Burning with light, they sing to me of the Viking ancients in the language of my people. The sentinels are not of the natural order. Things must fall apart. In their endlessness and replication, the automatons prove themselves abominations. They must be purged from existence. All should die, whether through righteous battle or the assault of time. Oh, that's a relief. I thought I was going to drown then. I'm pretty sure we are looping around now. We've definitely seen these before. Is there no knowledge stones around here? No? Can't see any. Okay, let's go take a look at that crashed ship. I'm not going to claim it, even if it's like a slot bigger than this one, because we're still in the middle of rebuilding it. We've spent a lot of materials, a lot of time already on rebuilding this ship. I don't want to immediately dump it for another one. But there is going to be a distress beacon there. Actually, it looks like another copy of the ship we've just claimed.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
No, it's actually smaller. There's not even anything I can take off it. Oh, I can probably rip apart that accelerated fire Sigma though. For a small amount of aluminium and what have you. And that's it. Okay, let's get the good ship back. Alright, that helps a little bit. A small amount of aluminium and an even smaller amount of iron.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Let's see what the distress beacon has to say. The opulently furnished interior suggests the dead pilot once belonged to one of its race's more affluent families. The cause of its mid-flight demise is unclear, but the ship is likely to be carrying a decent cargo. The body lies draped over a large box covered in dangerous-looking alien markings. A strange black mist surrounds the scene. Let's search for that decent cargo. The ship, as expected, is full of valuable commodities, like fabric and a Viking effigy. What bounty? Okay, last thing to do then. Let's get back to the Geo Bay and find ourselves a monolith. We've still got a monolith to do. Right, let's see. Signal booster. Alien structures. Yep, we've got one. So let's fly over that. Just over this big ravine. The planet does have a very nice geography though. I could almost believe some of these were actual erosion patterns. The way the like that big cave we went down into. Pretty sure I've seen actual caves formed like that. Right. 1 and 2. There should be a third one round. Maybe it's around the corner. Oh, there it is. It's a very nice looking monolith as well. In fact, is this a new design? I don't remember seeing this pyramid before. It's been a while anyway, if we have. An ancient warrior's feet and legs slowly emerge from the bottom of the monolith. The rest of its torso then follows, unceremoniously pushed out onto the alien turf. It has been decapitated. Blood drips at my feet, and high above me a disembodied head laughs at my shock. It shouts a guttural command of encouragement down to me. Behind I hear an ancient blade unsheath and someone rushing towards me. Brave interloper, resist fear. So we stand then, we don't kneel. A spectral blade passes through my neck. I pass the test. The blood that drips from the warrior's exposed neck turns into a reward. Yep, standing with the Viking as usual. Picked up an Atlas word, brilliant. Viking effigy, sweet. That's about it. Okay. We've got a fair few credits to turn in. I don't know where my money keeps going. I mean, I know I've spent quite a bit on resonators, but I'm pretty sure I was up to 9 million at one point. That freighter just never seems to get any closer, does it? Oh well, that'll do for another episode of No Man's Sky. Do hope you've enjoyed it. Next time we'll be heading off to another system, trying to find the bits we need. Oh shit. Thank God there's water down there. Trying to find the bits we need to finish off the other 2 warp reactor upgrades. We should manage it. There seems to be a fairly good scattering of most things in most systems. So, join me for that and for more adventures in xenoarchaeology. Until then, I've been ekkiThump, that's been Let's Play No Man's Sky, and I'll see you next time.